Good morning and welcome to 2-5. 2-5 is now getting into those algebraic equations, of actually solving for algebraic equations. So for instance, this one is solving addition equations. All right. Now, when you say addition equations, you're actually not going to be solving them using addition. They're just an actual addition equation. They've got addition in the algebraic equation, but you're actually going to solve doing the inverse operation. All right? The inverse operation of addition is the opposite of addition. Well, what's the opposite of addition? Subtraction. So you're actually going to solve using subtraction. Okay? So here are the steps that you need to know for solving an addition equation. Look for the side of the equation with the variable. Remember, the variable is a symbol or a letter that represents a value. All right? You're going to subtract both sides of the equal sign, both sides of the equation, by the integer, that's the number, on the side with the variable. So whatever side has the variable in it, you are going to subtract that number from both sides. Now that you have done that, you have solved for the variable. You're going to have the variable on one side equal to some number, okay? Some constant. All right? And then 4, you're going to do just like what you did in 2-4. You are going to substitute back in, all right, and make sure that that is the solution, okay? So let's try an example. So h plus 14 equals 82. This is an addition equation. All right. Notice the equal side. You want both sides of the equal side to be balanced. Think of a scale. All right. If I weigh something down on one side and I want to equal it out, I've got to have the equal amount on the other side. Okay. So whatever I do to one side of the equation, I have to do to the other side. All right. So step 1, identify the side with the variable. I've boxed it. So the left side of the equals sign is the side with the variable. Here is the variable. Here is the integer. Step 2, you want to subtract the integer on both sides. So notice that 14 is the integer, so I'm going to subtract 14 on the left side. And whatever I do on the left side, I have to do to the right. So I'm going to subtract 14 on that side as well. The 14s cancel out because 14 minus 14 is 0. So you're left with just h on the left side. 82 minus 14 is 68. So therefore we have solved for h and gotten 68. Now that we've solved for h and we know that h is 68, we need to substitute back in to double check and make sure that it's right. So step 4, sub 68 in for h. So 68 plus 14 equals 82. Actually do 68 plus 14 and you get 82. So 82 is equal to 82. So therefore it is right. Okay. Problem 2. Going to go through the exact same steps. So you've got x plus 62 equals 93. So we need to identify in step 1 the side with the variable. It's right here because here's the variable. We need to subtract. Since this is addition, we need to do the inverse operation. So subtract 62 from both sides. All right. So 62 on this side, subtracting 62 on that side. 62 minus 62 is 0, so you're left with just x equal to 93 minus 62, which is 31. Now that we have solved for the variable, we're not done. Remember, you need to substitute back in and check your work. So 31 plus 62 equals 93. Do the actual operation. 31 plus 62 is going to give me 93. So 93 is equal to 93, so that is our answer. X equals 31 is our answer. Okay? Problem 3. We need to go ahead and identify our variable. Notice that here's the problem. 81 is equal to 17 plus y. Notice that it's not the same order as the previous two problems. Okay, so the variable is not on the left side like the other ones. So in identifying, we notice that the variable is on the right side, so we identify it. We do the inverse operation of 17 there, so we're going to subtract 17 from both sides. We're not going to subtract y, okay? We're not going to subtract y, we subtract 17, okay? Because this is a positive 17, so we need to get what is the opposite of positive 17, negative 17. So we're going to subtract 17 from both sides. Okay? That 17 minus 17 is 0, so we're left with just y on the right side. 81 minus 17 is 64. So y is equal to 64 for step 3. Step 4, 81 is equal to 17 plus 64. We substituted 64 in for y. Actually do the operation. 64 plus 17 is 81. So 81 is equal to 81. So y equal to 64 is our answer. Okay? So make sure that you go through those 4 steps that I have on your paper when you're completing the 5 practice problems. Okay? Because those are going to help you in being able to complete those problems. Just remember that all the problems that you do today, when you're balancing out the equation, will always be subtraction. Okay, so you're always going to be subtracting the integer on both sides today, because this is an addition algebraic equation. Okay, good luck.